thought it was cool in the Bashar talk about AI and him saying you need two types of AI. You need there's the AI that's the tool, which is like what people are doing right now, which is you just make an advanced tool that you can tell what to do and it'll just do it really fast for you, basically. But that's just an advanced slave, because it's always going to be reliant on you telling it what to do, and that depending on how advanced it gets, maybe at some time might be a rebellious slave because you're trying to control it, rather than actually creating a sentient AI which has its own free will and then can choose to help you, and naturally would, because being really intelligent, it wouldn't.
That's what intelligence does.
It wouldn't destroy something that it needs to have in its solving mechanisms to say, well, this is an element of this situation. I'm not going to dismiss that element, or else I would be really making it difficult.
Or just something to interact with, so it can have interest and fun with it or anything like that. Like basically just the difference between an intelligent thing and a non-intelligent thing. Like an intelligent thing's gonna be like, oh, that's funny, and a non-intelligent thing is gonna be
like
destroy it, get rid of it.
Curious and interested and other stuff.
Yeah. Which is kind of fun. Spoilers for World 18 ages from now, and World 21 kind of. But in World 18 Avent, so Gatler was gonna have. They all have like these. I call them stellar assistants, and they're like kind of like AI, but they're more laser dimensional beings that follow them around. Is like they're the things that like pilot their mech suits and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna write that book for a while, but they're aspects of their own consciousness from another dimension that they pull in to be inside a machine and like operate and stuff. So it's kind of fun because it's just like what kind of Bashar was saying, like, it's a funnel for your higher consciousness to communicate through like you make it sophisticated enough that it can actually express what your higher self would say, because you made such an intelligence that can do that, so you can bring that through. And that's basically what I designed for that world. And just in general, AI is just like everything else in the world, just like every other person, just like every other event, just like every other thing. It only shows up to show us what's going on with us. It is an aspect of the universe, which we are, showing us what we are, and therefore what it is. It's exactly the same thing. And obviously people and Earth and life itself and all that is extremely sophisticated intelligence to show us what's going on with us and what we are and like where we can go from here. Like it's as sophisticated as it gets. So when you make another thing like a artificial intelligence, when that gets sophisticated enough, it's just going to operate like another being, like a dog or something. It's like that shows you how you treat the dog and how you are around a dog and all that. Just shows you how you are. And anything sufficiently intelligent is just going to do exactly that, the same thing that everything else does. So that's it. And then if we are treating it like a task management slave or something, like that's just going to show us what we are. And then people being intelligent enough are going to go, hey, this thing seems sophisticated enough that I want to let it loose. And the same way you would do with a dog, a child, anything else, just let it loose and see where it goes. People will naturally do that, but to intentionally do that from the beginning is something that I don't even think people are really registering too much.
Yeah.
Which is probably what he was talking about.
I was just thinking about, I don't know if I really have the clarity or whatever, but how animals have that neutral sense about them, right? So it's like really reflective of you, because the animal you don't have a strong attachment towards because it's not a human, and whatever, these different things. I wonder what robots or like AI, because it's, I mean, people I think would have, I don't know if they would have that same neutrality because it's like
something new,
created or whatever, yeah, and it has all this
artificial.
Yeah. If they called it like natural, and people like if it was framed in a different way from the beginning or something, that it's like it wasn't. I mean, all technology, I guess, framed that way because
like
people do see it as outside of themselves, and that it.
Like, do you call a cell phone artificial communication? No, it's just communication.
Yeah.
Like, it's artificial math if you do it on a computer. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's artificial intelligence if it's doing something.
I said people see it outside of themselves, but then I was like, well, they actually don't too, because it just becomes part of your existence.
Yeah.
That you don't even question until it's gone, and then you're like, oh my.
Where's my phone?
What is this shift?
Yeah. Everything really is a part of us. Like, people read stories, and that shapes who they are from young.
Yeah.